Greetings, my excellent friends. It shall be round 2 of Stormy Ascent. This time, I don't think I'm gonna have a sad ending. On the face of it, logically, if we went in there with the 42 lives we had last time, then I'm probably going to be okay. Because I've had practice with the level, and through that learning process I should die fewer times. And I was right at the end when we finally failed and got the game over. However, that's if we come in with the 42 lives that we had before. And I could do that by having reloaded the save file from before I went in. But
Activision
I
presents
had,
a smashing blast from the past.
if I may say, a different
Developed by
idea.
Kel- Bandicoot.
I figured, even though going in with 42 lives would be safe, why don't I go in with 99 lives? So now I think I'm definitely safe. That's nice, isn't it? Speaking of lives, though, is Guanbush here to count the deaths? Yeah, it turns out it's not that hard. You just do the start of the Lost City, and you get 4 lives at the start of the Lost City. There's a better one later, but I didn't have access to it. There's a way to get 30 lives in one go, which would have made it far quicker, but instead it just took me about 10 minutes to go in over and over again. A good 10 times. What we got there? Maybe I should have come in with more masks. I didn't get a yes from Gon. Do we have our death counter? Because we might need it in a second. There we go. It's amazing how few boxes there truly are in this one. Just 50. 56. Doesn't sound like a lot. Ah. Well, there's death 1 of the day. Is he here? Oh, God! There's death, too. Did you enjoy what I said about the price of the steak? Well, it is! Just. But yeah, I could have had one of those instead. Might have, you know, died of cancer a few years later, but I could have had a computer in that time. Incredible. 3! Ugh. Guess we can tell how many times I've died based on my life counter, at least until I get an extra one. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Three! That's good, I can stop counting now, that was distracting. Huh? What the fuck was that? I'm just gonna break this because I think that's a trap. Were you listening but not able to? Because you seem to know, which is strange. Anyway, there's the first checkpoint, so we're... Okay, then. So we're back here. I don't think it was a pity checkpoint. I only died 3 times. That shouldn't be enough. I think I was starting with a mask, but I think that might just be the game being kind for Stormy Ascent at the beginning. I don't know. But here's where the dying started in earnest. Fuck. That's what I said! I said we'll be able to tell how many we missed by how many lives I got left, provided I don't get a new one. Well done. I just assumed that would pop up! Because of how long it had been down for. I just assumed, oh, well, you know, it's been long enough. That I shouldn't waste time in this non-relic run. I'm not doing the relic, by the way. I am for your sake and mine, not going to do the Stormy Ascent relic attempt. Until I'm like finished with the trilogy and maybe going for golds. And if I were to go for... God's sakes. Can't get up there anyway. If I were to go for golds, it would be like 1 day a week while I did other things. And I guess the first thing I would do is try to get Stormy done. You can just see that Pedro Pascal laughing to crying gif when you think about doing the relic for this level. Yeah. And oh, we do know that the pity checkpoint's reset because we will have one here if we die enough times. Are you kidding me? We're supposed to be done with this part of the level game. Guess it's preferable to dying. Oh, wow. That was such a big jump. Oh, shit! That was such a big jump. We got the thump animation. The ass slam. That is so rude, that one. So rude, that one. Things to say before you run somebody over with your van. Or slightly after. I forget. Still no pity checkpoint. Bit of a shame, if nothing else. My God. I think we got an extra life there because I could have sworn I was at 89 before. Yeah, we got our first set of 100 Wumpa fruits, so 11 deaths since we started, I think, not 10. So we have died every day for a year. What a life! Still no pity. We're very masked up, though. What is this, COVID? There we go. Oh. Got it. Alright, no need for the pity checkpoint. We made it to the next one. Oh, I thought it was on that thing. Fucking hell, well, it's a good thing we were masked up, because that guy kept coming for all of them. Jesus. Don't mean to fall on that. Did not mean to fall on that? That's what sounds like your wife? My word. Well, not this level, I hope, Raptor, unless you were a PS1 hacker as a child. God's sake. Yeah, like, there is a level from the game that looks and feels like this one. This is the second one that was cut from the game for being too difficult for Crash Bandicoot. Which is kind of like saying they kicked him out of the Nazis for being too cruel. Well, I got my pity mask. That might help me on this section. It's this one here that I keep getting fucked by. See? Be over if not for the pity mask. Never mind, it's over now. Well, we got our third replacement life. We're already down to 82.
Booga booga.
I think you'll find it's Ooga Booga. Thank you for the money. Hallelujah! Never mind. You prefer watching this to Spyro. Why is that? In this case, I'm at least relaxed. There are times in which you will not want to watch me play this game because I get quite unhappy. This is so not going to work. Oh, she prefers it to Spyro because when I played Spyro, the 3D camera... Yeah. I thought anti-nausea medication didn't work on you. I thought there was a whole thing about that. You had to find an alternative. Also, you're talking about my Spyro streams. Those were in 2018. How old are we? No, it was just general camera movement and her motion sickness. It wasn't anything special I was doing in Spyro. Hallelujah, praise whatever deity you feel like. I've learned this part nice and well. Right. I spin that to get that down. Need to remember the rest of it. Yeah, but deaths don't count in the bonus thing. Yeah, this jump's actually quite easy once you realize the timing. You just have to wait for the end of bop, 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 bop. Hit that, hit all the way over here to stay safe. Get really annoyed at that because it's bull. 22 out of 22. Use this to make sure you jump over the danger because you can get squashed. Head in. Much easier than it could have been. We should be at 45, I think. 44? I hope that's okay. Oops. Fuck's sake. 58? Yeah, it should be okay. Apart from that... For fuck's sake. Man! Okay. 48. Okay. No. Okay. Just let that go. Fuck. Why'd I go up there? I don't know, but I got a fucking thing. Wait, why was that going up? Right, once it starts moving, it stays moving. Whereas some of these are always moving. That one stays where it is because I guess it's aware of how bullshit the lead-in is, same as that one. Six more. Get that one while it's on the way to the left. This, I remember this garbage. So's that. And that. Stop! You have to actually do a light jump to avoid the mid-air fucking potion or whatever it is. That has to be a heavy jump. I don't know why it wasn't. I was hitting the fucking button. At least I know that that's the right number of boxes. However long it takes us to make those last jumps. That's that. Goes to show how close I was to finishing last time too. I do wonder if there's a pity checkpoint along this line. It would be nice. There aren't any boxes, yeah. Just gotta make those 3 birds somehow. I've had all the practice in the world to get better at everything else. Except remembering that exists. Okay. What the fuck was that? The flinch time on that hit kills you anyway, mask or no. Oh, come on! I'm fucking tired of it now. I'm just sick of the lead up. I want to do the difficult part, you know? Starting from here would be good. Because of that! Oh! I don't know. I don't know what the... Oh! That's it. That's how. Gotta say, I don't know what the, What's really funny is you could fuck yourself there. If you don't get that highest up box while you're still bouncing, you might not be able to get it. Nearly perfect, but you died. Can you imagine? The Crown Jewel, Seek and Destroy. I guess that's for Stormy Ascent. Don't know why it's called that. Crash could never. 7 minutes! Yeah, you know what? That's fair. 7 minutes for the Sapphire. How many times did I die? I don't know. We hit 365. I know that much. It wasn't 90. There's no way I'd made 50 lives back. It was definitely more than half of my life total, though. I went from 99 down to 54. Plus, I don't know how many lives I earned during the run. $20 gems. 7 gems left. Five relics if we don't count Stormies, and I'm not gonna. I went in with 42 on Sunday, and I lost all of them, plus however many I gathered. So yeah, I guess if you mean between the 2 days, then yeah, I died 90-ish times on Stormy. Next up is continuing the actual main thrust of levels with Lights Out, which is one where we cannot get the gem, even though it's a color gem. We can't currently do that one properly right now. Just the way it is. This one's weird. This one has a very strange gimmick that they never repeat. But it's built around Aku Aku. Aku Aku is light, because this level is in the dark, and so Aku Aku is temporary and will disappear on his own. He will also disappear if you get hit, but you basically can't afford to get hit, because if you get hit, it'll go dark on you. And there's way more Aku Aku boxes as a result. Well, there's only 15 boxes, but most of them are Aku Aku. So this is kind of a soft time trial because, yeah, if it goes dark, it goes dark. Like, go fuck yourself dark is how dark it gets. Realistic blind man gameplay dark. That's not good. There we go. Actually, I think I could have jumped onto the side bits. I think. Let me wait for him to... He's still here. But despite the fact that he was still here, you saw how dark it got. It might actually be slightly nicer in this version. I know in PlayStation 1 there was just basically nothing anymore. Someone turned the TV off dark. What's cool though is this level isn't that hard at all, and getting the color gem for it will not be that difficult, because have you noticed all the dying that I haven't been doing? Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, don't do that. See how dark it gets? This is dark. But other than that... it's not going to be that complicated a level to do. Other than that and that. That's it. As I say, we can't get all the gems anyway. So. Sorry, we can't get all the boxes yet anyway. But I don't feel too bothered about the relic. Ba 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 ba. I will do this relic, but I want to talk about something. I'm going to jump into this level for a quick second. Somebody I watched on YouTube once has a conspiracy theory about this level. This level, Jaws of Darkness, is the second Temple Ruins-like level, where, see how we're in like a dark, mysterious jungle temple? And I don't remember which YouTuber it was, but they said that they reckon that this is in the wrong spot. Or rather, this isn't in the spot it was designed to be. Because right here, we've got a sequence of Cortex factory mechanized levels all in a row, with the exception of the High Road Bridge, which is the bridge between the two island spots. Slippery Climb, which is you're invading Cortex's tower, right? And then you get into here and you're inside, and now suddenly you're in a weird temple. They sort of explain it by having this little temple face infrastructure thing. But then right after this, you go straight back to Cortex's tower up there. And it's such a weird backstep, because it's like now you're moving temporarily back into Island 2's sort of aesthetic. And they had the belief that this level had been swapped and had been placed I don't know what they reckon it was swapped with. Maybe Road to Nowhere, or maybe Road to Nowhere was originally where the high road is, and the high road was further in. Because it is weird. I don't know. I can't remember. He had an idea. The video I watched, the guy said he reckons which one it was swapped with, but I don't remember which one he reckons it's swapped with. Like there's no mechanical levels here, so it's like it has to be after Temple Ruins because that's the earlier version of it. But possibly Road to Nowhere with the idea that because if you look at this, like they have bridges here to indicate it, but it's not that high, and it's sort of just why? Like there's just beach below. What is it actually helping? Whereas if you look at the high road, it's incredibly obvious as to why they needed a bridge level here. And also this level appears to be underwater, which is even stranger in its placement. What if it was a bridge that took you around here and then you start going up? So yeah, I think Road to Nowhere makes the most sense. Except it wouldn't be Road to Nowhere. Road to Nowhere would be here, and the high road would be here. And I think maybe that was his suggestion as to why they moved it, because they didn't want to put those two levels so fucking close to each other when they were such a bear to get through. Which I can see. But yeah, that's just a thought that makes sense to me, because this level does seem strange compared to everything else in this island. Would High Road be in the water? No. They would you'd go to a bridge. There would be a bridge symbol here. And the only reason they didn't include it was because it's not a bridge level. It's not like the map was done and then they would have had the ability to edit the map right up until they put the game out. Alright. That was nearly very bad. No! That was almost a save. It's funny, I'm dying more here because I'm trying not to slow down for anything. I reckon that the gem will be easier than the relic in this particular level. Because it is a very short and basic level, but that makes me move recklessly in the relic because it's forward facing. Your judgment of your jumps is not ideal, which is not an issue when you have time to think, but can absolutely be an issue when you don't. Like that fucking bullshit there. But there we go. No! What happened to me? It's like it's like it picked me up and took me with it. But we couldn't see. Is it faster to do jumps like that? Maybe. Oh, that's all the boxes. Fuck. The rats are a surprisingly bad obstacle in the relic of this. Shit. That's the thing, you don't want to jump on the first one because what you want is to spin it into its friends and then you don't have to deal with a procession of them. Oh dear. I just fucking leap of faith that was this. Not a good idea. I like how halfway through it just decides it doesn't want to do boxes anymore, so it gives you your Aku masks just free floating. Oh! Well, that's fine. Gold! Yeah, I thought that might. It's such a breezy level that I thought I might gold that. I say breezy when I died a bunch, but like, the speed felt good, is what I mean. It didn't feel like the sort of level where I wasted much time. Still 10 seconds off the plat, though. Ba 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 da ba 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 dee da ba ba. What happened with the deaths? What did we do? Why are did we mix the categories up? Oops. I thought it was 410 deaths, or did you not? There was death chaos. Okay, whatever. Right, Jaws of Darkness. This level contains a key, the second and last key in the game, which unlocks the second bonus level. I mean, see the bonus level because it's right next to the one we just did. This level has a lot of hidden boxes that are easy to miss. The first Cortex token is in the question mark box with TNT on it. After entering the blue gem path, you will find a question mark box sandwiched between two metal boxes. Break it and jump while on the metal boxes to hit a hidden life box. After clearing the blue gem path and the wall crushers that come after it, you'll come across a snake that you must jump on. If you spin the snake, it will fly into a TNT that will blow up a Cortex token. Right after you get the second Cortex token, you need to proceed left and follow the trail of Wumpa Fruit floating over the abyss to spawn a bridge of falling platforms that will take you to the bonus stage entrance. You cannot obtain the clear gem unless you have the blue gem from the level Toxic Waste. We do. This level contains the most boxes in the game, which means that if you skip all of them, then at the end of the level, Crash and/or Coco will get obliterated by 112 boxes landing on your head. As tempting as that sounds, I don't want to try it. So yeah, we're going to go for the clear gem and the key here. I do like how they show you a spider's coming by giving you a little red light on the floor. Whoa! Whoa! That was awful. Alright, there's the hidden life box. Oh. Oh! I don't know how useful this is right now, but thanks. Alright, that's a lot of boxes. Nothing up there. Well, that was a journey. Now, what was the next thing? After clearing the blue gem path and the wall crushers, you will come across a snake that you must jump on. If you spin it, it will blow up your Cortex token. Okay. Oh dear. That is so rude. So is that. Snake, you have to... Cool. Snake, you have to jump on. Christ. Cool! Are we serious? Here we go. Cortex token. Proceed left and follow the trail of Wampa fruit floating off the abyss to spawn a bridge that will take you to the bonus stage. Or we'll take you to the ground. Fast. Why'd I do that? That doesn't matter because I got the token previously and you only get them once. And we are at funny weed number, thanks. Okay, Cortex bonus. How bullshit's this gonna be? A little bit. I think I've got to wait. I said wait! Why did we reflexively move? Look, I know the waiting is the hardest part, but you still gotta do it. Fuck alive, I don't know how the hell we do this one. Because those TNT are gonna all react, so you can't, like, stagger them. What's great is this is the last non-Torna... Oops! The last non-Torna bonus in the game. That's how. fucking what? Oh yay, I completed the difficult part. Time to fucking well die to the easy part. Thank you. We got the key. And we're doing damn good on boxes. Were there any other bits of bullshit after this? No. Straightforward after this. Except for the part where I have no idea where I'm going now. This way? Oh, you don't even have to jump those. You just walk. Today I fuck! Oh, this is the wrong way. And they sheepishly return. Well, this bonus better have the rest. 23. Yeah, good. It's got the right amount. I'll just be over here. Phew! Perfecto! Cortex's terrifying trial earned the key in Jaws of Darkness. We get to go all the way up here to Castle Machinery. You can see, there's not many levels left. But wait! We have Fumbling in the Dark, which is the sequel to Lights Out, right next to it, of all things. As well as Jaws of Darkness Relic Edition. We're at 85% of the game done, which is, admittedly, Stormy Ascent is worth 3 bonus percent so far. There's 105% completion. I believe Stormy Ascent's worth 3 bonus percent, and the Relics are worth 2 bonus percent. So I think we're going to end up on 103 when we finish here. We might get 104 if we had Sapphire Stormy. I assume it counts. Maybe it doesn't, but my guess is 103. Do-da-do-da-da-da. Do-da-do-da-da-da. There are no 120. 105 is the maximum in this one. Well, I used to have a mask. For a brief ironing moment. Could feel that one. That's better. Forgot those were rise and fall. I'm glad it was in the right position for the jump. Bop, 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 bop. Da, 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 da. Let's wait until it's properly connected. There's another one. Look, think of it this way. We could have spent this entire time doing the Stormy Ascent relic. That we didn't is a testament of my respect for your time. Fuck! Really? Okay, come on. Jesus. There we go. Nope. Fuck. Ba 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 ba. Fucking, I thought I saw it retract. Good at that part. No idea what happened there. It was like the bat pushed me a little, but it didn't hurt me. It's like when you spin a lizard. I had some of that momentum backlash, but I've never seen that happen with a bat before. Alright, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna not take the blue gem path, although I think that means I'm actually doing a part of the level here that I'm unfamiliar with. Yeah, I've never done this before. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't like that. Guess it's got no boxes in it. But this does appear to be a long-ass level, so whatever. That's a horrible section there, like every obstacle is timed with each other to stop you. That is horrible as well, the back part, because of the complete non-existence of camera control. And the fact that you must do a diagonal fucking jump while it's further away. Like, you gotta do a diagonal jump here on that one, but it's facing the camera, so it's like big and obvious and fairly easy as a result. There's that push again. Yeah, the bats must have some kind of effect on your spinning. Not a big one, though. It's not like the lizards where the whole thing can kill you. Oh my god! those are the deaths that are just depressing, because it's like you're still in what I call the penalty phase, which is when you're doing the part of the level that bores you. A part that you don't really die in anymore. That was one too many jumps, but I stayed alive, so who cares? Go on, do the thing. Cool. Oh, why? That was a proper jump. I didn't bloody... Okay, then fuck off. Shit. Why did I wait? There's so many times in these when you just do something and you're like, hang on, that's not what comes next. Why did I move, or why didn't I move at the right moment? It doesn't matter how long it takes you to reach this point. It's always in the same loop cycle of every obstacle is going to happen as you arrive. You must wait. All right. There we go. Well, at least they give you a lot of masks for this part. Good God. Jesus. Ah. And I guess you need them because they just batter you. Wow. I assume the blue path isn't faster. It's not good that I have no familiarity with it. What? Awful. Ah. See, those sections feel very cheap, because the action you perform does not change. You jump, you spin, you go forward. And it doesn't feel like there's a difference between the 9 times out of 10 where you survive that and the 1 time in which your mask gets taken away. And I believe the difference is like a millisecond of timing, but that doesn't feel fair. Like, when you miss a jump, it feels fair, even if it's, you know, a misery, because you can see yourself landing in the wrong spot. But here, it's just, well, the camera angle ain't helping. Alright, let me try this, because I have no idea if it's helpful or not. Well, there's no bloody time crates. Even in this mess. So this might be a mistake, but it does seem easier than the part I'm skipping. Although this might be not good. Oh no, you still have to do this bit. Yeah, no, it's not faster then. I'd actually made it past. I didn't think I had. For some reason I forgot about that bit. So no, don't do the blue. Okay. know why I let that thing hurt me. I don't know why I didn't stop that. Isn't 616 the funny Marvel Universe number? Spyro must be looking at the absolute carnage that is this game with his jaw on the floor. To be fair, it doesn't have a long way to drop, I guess. Unless he's in the air. Yeah, so the main thing you skip is that jump, which... Yeah, you skip nothing. That's funny. Oh, fuck off, man! That looked like a jump! That's true. Spyro glide powers would be quite helpful in this garbage. Every fucking time. It's always in that spot, and it's always in that direction. I think there's something about... I think I'm jumping the same way every time. It's just whether the pillar has arrived there or not as to whether I make it or not. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh man, I did make it across that one first. Didn't help though, because you'll still have to wait out the fucking fire. If I could just jump, like, flat side, but I can't because that's where they drop. Or if I could just see. It's amazing how much of the problems with this game are just about sight angles. No, not even that helps. But if I do a straight up and then a straight left, will I be fine? No. Continue to get fucked. It just becomes so boring. That's the problem. It just becomes so incredibly boring. Thank you. Okay. For some reason, that further out one's easier. I don't know why. I just don't trust it. Alright, we're fine. No, we're not. Ah! You appear to have cleared this section of the level 50 times. Are you tired of it yet? If so, would you like to take the average of your clear times for this section and begin the rest of the challenge at a checkpoint? Uh-huh. Oh! It's like funds being held hostage by gardening. Oh, for fuck's sake, just go to the fucking right like you have done 100 times now. Stop getting fucking hurt there. You know how to not get hurt there. You do it 9 times out of 10, you don't get hurt there. So stop getting fucking hurt there for no fucking reason, you fucking piece of Bandicoot shit! Okay, getting tired of this now. Uh-huh. See? It's the same maneuver. It is the same jump. The same timing. Everything is the same, except sometimes it decides I can go fuck myself. I don't know how to save both my masks in that scenario. Oh my god, what? What? How? It is at the top. When else am I supposed to do the fucking jump? I just so desperately want to not be doing this anymore. Anything except this section. Okay, well, not this section, the one up. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. Why are those two platforms so hard? There are so many platforms like that. So many places. Fucking... I'm over it. I don't even know how much level is left after those two. In all of this work, I have not seen past it. I think that fire just starts as you approach so that you always have to wait. Because I don't think there's anything I don't think I ever arrive at a different time in its cycle. And I don't know how that's possible. How? I jump at the top of the fucking motion. There is nowhere else to fucking jump. Get fucked. That one's never a problem. I'm just waiting. Okay. So it... Why? Why? How like how many frames do you have to make that jump before it becomes unable to be done again? Like what? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just too confused. I can't experiment. I have to do the whole level again every time. God's sakes. Guess it doesn't really matter if I stall there because the fire keeps you back. That jump always puts me just a bit too close to the spears. I really should just keep going there. Well, this part's easy enough. Does it look like there's a... Clearly I did it. I finished the level out of Relic. Clearly I did it once. But I fundamentally can't physically see a way. The only way I can think is you have to jump at the top of the one you're on to get the most height. But that just continuously, relentlessly kills you. Every other possible jump you'd be lower though, so how the hell would that help? At least if I'm forced to stop and wait a night, then I can look it up and visibly see somebody perform it. Oh! Well, go on. Watch, we'll still die or some shit. Really was just that pillar. Everything else after that pillar was fine. God. Well, I will if I go for gold, but... Yeah, Jesus Christ. Fumbling in the dark will be next. We'll have to remember to do it and not go straight onto Castle Machinery. But, there's not many levels left. It's 3. It's 26 sapphires out of 27 is the goal. We've gotten the relic for every level we've completed except for Stormy, which counts as the 27th anyway. So 3. God. That was awful. If it wasn't for that one platform, that would have been quite satisfying and also finished like 15-20 minutes ago. Jesus. %. I am definitely, by the way, going to be streaming something else between this and Crash 2. We are very definitely not just going to slam the trilogy without breaks. Some form of gap is sorely needed. Anyway, fare thee well. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this shit.